on.
All right.
Close the door.
Okay, you guys, we are live once again. We lost our audience, the ones we had in. So
Please come back.
come back and join us.
Excellent.
Sorry.
You want to bring your chair over here? Or no,
Yeah, she gets up good, I am. What? Come right here.
You can try it a little more.
That one.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, 2 people back.
Are they?
Oh, you there?
He's trying
Oh,
to
so
get out.
food, girl.
Background.
Get your chicken. You gonna roll something?
Oh, you can see your tail end, but you okay.
So we are
You're
back.
You're covered.
Don't worry, I see you making my whole plate.
You have a napkin, please.
Well,
Thank you.
oh, please.
So I'll just use your dress. Come here, niece. Give me a.
Y'all want a sandwich or something?
We are live with Unemployment Media. But we will not stay on Facebook. We need everyone to go over to YouTube.
So why
That's
was
where
the
we're
switch?
located.
Why the switch?
I want to give a brief, what's called
Okay.
we are not on YouTube, on Facebook anymore. We're on YouTube. Go and subscribe so you can come into the channel. I got a house full of ladies. I'm over here digging in the sandwich.
Look here.
See what I'm saying?
I'm trying to figure out why you didn't take the tape off of it. But you don't want us to eat the sandwiches.
No, it's potato.
This potato.
Potato wedge.
Okay. Nice. Pretty.
Oh, no, that's not. Potato.
Oh, no, that's chicken. That's lemon chicken.
Lemon chicken.
Yeah.
I didn't try that.
I put it on your plate, Auntie. That's the fried one.
Okay.
But it's fine.
And Unemployment Media will feed you when you
Put this
come.
tape on here.
Them folks, girl.
This is stupid. They don't want us to eat the damn sandwiches. Child-proof the
I
damn
know,
sandwiches.
I know, but you get a kid
Why you
in
dumbass in
the
the sandwich making department?
They want to make sure that your sandwiches are fresh. Okay, what happened?
LaShawn. Hey, LaShawn.
Okay, you're not live anymore.
Come over to YouTube.
On
Come over to YouTube. We're live on YouTube.
On
We are live on YouTube.
Out of pocket.
Go and share the video. We got a topic. We're getting ready to start it. We're getting ready to start a good topic. But we need the ladies.
Okay.
Ladies, if you're out there and you're having problems with another female, if you're disrespecting each other, if you're calling each other, talking about each other, gossiping to other women, you need to be tuned into YouTube right now. Go over to YouTube. I got something for y'all.
Okay.
We want to try and empower you guys instead of don't interrupt me when I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to empower her. Daughter. I have my daughter in the house who runs Out of Pocket Radio. Can you say hi? Hi. Miss Diva. I have the matriarch of the house here, Miss Lynn.
Hi.
I have Queen Frances, who's an awesome fashion designer, and I have her daughter. We just have daughters. Somebody said we just had Daughters Day. Did we have Daughters Day?
National Daughters Day. You didn't.
Hell, every day is goddamn National Day. They don't disappear. They steal your goddamn daughter the day after, the day after, the day after too. Especially when they begging you for something.
So I guess today's the day that is.
Am I right, you guys?
Recognized.
Okay, we recognize Daughter
Make it a
Day.
holiday?
Just like we recognize Father's Day, Mother's Day.
No.
And don't y'all pay no attention to my goddamn nails either, because I ain't had the time to go to the goddamn shop.
Really?
Let that be the reason.
You know I'm fashion. Come on, man. You know I'm fashion over.
Let that be the reason.
I Nova.
You come at the middle one, miss.
I don't do Fashion Nova.
Wonder why.
Hey, do you know when you start with Fashion Nova, everybody has their shit? You can go to any club, anywhere. You can go to the motherfucking farm, somebody got your shit on.
What?
Don't do Fashion Nova. For real. That's the cheapest shit, and it ain't made for sisters. It's made for other people.
Mm.
Ain't made for us.
Grandma
We got
has
ass.
supplier.
Legs, thighs. So I'm getting ready to do some invites real quick. Then I'm gonna have to go over to YouTube. You guys follow us on Print Media. Look on my page. It's on perp. It ain't on point. On perp. ONPURNT. Then media. Go and subscribe to our channel. In the meantime, I'm gonna invite some people.
That part.
That's on down.
They don't wanna pick up nobody. Why is that?
Did you invited me. Okay, now you're live.
Results now. These people say no results now.
Hi.
I'm not doing her. No, I'm not. What's up, Alicia? How are you? We are on Print Media. We are on YouTube. I'm only on here for about another 5 minutes to let you guys know to come over to YouTube. Go and subscribe to our channel. In the meantime, I'm going to invite some people. I can't find it. It's not showing me any friends. Something's wrong with my camera. Oh, turn off this damn Wi-Fi. That's what it is. Why is that? Oh, it said trying to reconnect.
Okay, well,
yeah,
your Wi-Fi, that means you do not use the cellular data for Facebook.
That's the noise.
I'm gonna put my, what you call it on?
I got hella friends. I don't know why I'm not able to go into the bill. Always got problems with it too. So check this out, you guys. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't see all my friends that I like to invite. It's just spinning and spinning. Right. So in the meantime, I'm out. Peace out. What's up, Jocelyn? Come over to YouTube.
That's my friend, Jocelyn? That's a different person?
Yeah. She has a fashion show coming up on the 6th. 26, something like that. What's up, James? You guys come over to YouTube. I'm getting ready to cut this off. Come to YouTube. On Print Media. Same thing. Same thing. All right, I'm out.
Are you done?
Yes, now I'm ready.
So that was Instagram Live?
No, this
Oh,
was
be
on
quiet.
Facebook.
Oh.
Instagram, I don't know anything about Instagram.
Okay.
Going through the motions.
This mic picks up pretty good. All the mics pick up pretty good. So,
okay, well, we need to start. Go on.
Start what?
The show.
All right, the show must go on.
Show must
Okay, so what we're talking about today is empowering women, especially Black women.
Yeah.
Empowering us to come together and try and solve some of the problems that are plaguing ourselves as friendships, relationships. And I brought some women in so they can speak on it, but I like for them to introduce themselves to you and they can tell you about their businesses that they got going on. And once that's over, then we'll focus on why is it so hard to keep friendships, to keep real friends around among Black women. It happens everywhere, and no matter who you meet or where, somebody got a story to tell about somebody. You know, so I want them to speak on it and give you guys their opinion, and then we got to find some solutions. That's the most important thing. We need to find some solutions to the next time somebody say something about you, how would you deal with it, or the next time they do something with you. Well, I've always dealt with it by I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Fucking period. But I want to change. I know that's not the right way, but I want to change. You know.
I'm delay reaction all the time.
Yeah. Now, my sister right here, she's so fucking humble. I barely ever in 32 years seen her get upset or angry to the point where she just stopped fucking with you.
Her chakras are always open.
So my last
Her chakras.
and you guys know we on burnt, so we gonna smoke and drink and we 420
I'm just gonna
friendly.
get a contact, I don't smoke.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And we always gonna have our drink with us, you know
I
what I'm
think that's
saying?
gonna happen today. Yeah.
And we're gonna toast to everybody. Ew. One, two, no.
We're gonna toast to. What are we toasting to?
We're gonna toast to
We're gonna toast to
each
tomorrow.
business. We're gonna toast to, we're gonna toast to
Girlfriends.
all
Girlfriends.
of us got a business.
Just girlfriend.
All of us.
You take that away, we still girlfriends.
So, I'm gonna start it off by letting,
Toast
we're gonna go in this room right here
Sisters.
and go down. You got 5 minutes. This just basically let the people know what you do and introduce yourself so they'll know when they get ready, you get ready for your business, they'll know what to look for you. So go ahead, Miss Brockbaker.
I am B from Out of Pocket Radio, talking about all the realest shit in the rawest forms. And I'm also co-owner of the Man Tray. More details to come.
Now that's interesting. Can we get a little elaboration on the Man Tray? Sounds like you get ready to make some dildos.
For a man, right?
It's the man's
And you're
tray.
talking about it.
It's the
That's what we
man's
call
tray.
an ashtray.
It's the that's you.
Put your
The
ass
ass tray and the man's tray. Hey, that's a, hey mom, you hear that? That sounds like something. I hope y'all got y'all up. It's 420 around here every day, all day.
Be the perfect gift for the man in your life.
Have a man's tray.
A man tray. The
Is that a bra?
tray.
Is that a bra?
That it would be called a man bra.
Oh, it's a pair.
No, it's a man accessory,
Oh, okay.
and it belongs in a man cave. That's all I can tell. Okay.
Practice with.
Because men don't have enough accessories. You guys
Yeah,
are
I got
starting to
some
wear big
beautiful-
shit. You guys are starting to wear stuff for girls.
That's right, baby.
Y'all starting to wear stuff for girls because y'all don't got no accessories. Y'all done put on shows.
So are you finished introducing yourself? That's all you want to tell the people about yourself?
Yes, that's it. She said 30 seconds.
Well, I didn't say 30 seconds. I said you have enough time. I said 5 minutes.
Oh, 5
to
minutes.
tell people.
That's a long time for somebody to be introducing it. Shut up. That's a long time to introduce a business.
No.
That's like reading a 2-page mission statement.
No.
Nobody wants to read that. Short. 5 minutes.
You finished?
Yeah.
I see that you're using my dip for a prop.
No one's eating it.
Nigga, I got ruffles over there.
No one's eating rolls.
Well, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat you too.
I ate some of my myself.
Okay. The next person to get to talking about their business and tell you a little bit about themselves is no, they already know me. They already know.
She can take 5 minutes talking about her.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing about what I said. You already know what I do. You already know what I do. On purpose. The next person is Miss Lynn.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Lynn.
Hi. So.
Respect your elders.
No. Okay, I'm not ancient.
No, I'm ancient with you.
I said I'm not ancient. Not yet. Anyways, hi everybody. This is all new to me. I'm not accustomed to this, but I am an artist. I'm an abstract artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I have designs that I've been drawing forever, and just for a long
Somebody
time.
stole my picture.
And I have pictures that are posted on my Instagram, and if you would like to see it, send me a request to NANAS362. That's Nanas362 on Instagram. So currently I'm also in the process of preparing some new drawings for up and coming art show. I'll keep you posted. Thank you for your time.
That sounds like that's gonna be very, very interesting. Well, see, I just seen some of
Where's
this.
your art show gonna be?
It's going to be at the African Marketplace.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
On 24th and Florin. And they have
Did the wig get
on the
burned?
first and third Saturdays of the month. You can, for different, not just artists, but people that have businesses or you have products and things that you want to sell or market, you can rent one of the spaces there
Right.
on those, on those days.
Right.
And it's a really cool setup. I had an opportunity to go over and take a tour through the site early part of the month.
When you're over at the African marketplace, stop by and say hi to my friend Muhammad. Muhammad, I got somebody coming over to the
I
African
probably
marketplace.
met him because I went around
Bald
and
head,
met
older guy.
several. I met several
Real
vendors.
cool. Okay.
Several vendors there.
My
Yeah.
neighbor's one of the ones that run.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so-
present.
Yeah, so I'll be over there with my god sister Coco. She's actually the one who got everything set up. Our space is
I
going to be called
need
the
to put my
Art
studio
Box.
rooms up. I need to put my studio. I'm gonna put some studio rooms up because there is no phone ringing in here on work.
Hey, I got mine
We
on
definitely
silent.
turn the volume up.
Put that shit on silence.
Silence.
Hey, Mom.
Now, give me an hour of your time. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So-
Yeah.
So that sounds like you really into your art and everything. And,
Yes.
I love art. I like
Yeah.
abstract art. That's some of
And
the
I'm
best
so
art
sorry
is
that
abstract art.
somebody took the one I made for you.
Yeah, someone stole
I'm
one that she
really
made for
upset
me.
about that.
Really nice frame, everything. Can't find it, move, can't find nowhere. So I don't know
It
where it's at.
disappeared.
Absolutely. Yep.
Can I see this photo?
The next person to sing, to sing.
I'm not singing.
Yeah, we're gonna let her sing.
Oh, you sang?
Yeah, homegirl got a soprano
No, I
voice too.
She said, no.
She got a soprano voice and she sounds good.
She not doing
And
it.
that's how I met her, because she had sang that night. And she was looking different than everybody in the club.
Somebody tagged me.
And I walked up to her, I was like, you got a nice thing.
Who
I don't mind coming in with
gave
it.
me
I don't know why other women don't come
I
in
know,
with it.
right?
Like we just intimidated by it. You gotta have a low self-esteem or insecure
Are we getting into the
to
topic?
be intimidated by another woman.
She gets that track.
Are we getting into
This is my podcast. Let me check it like the white people tell you. This is my podcast. So I can stop it, go, pause it, rewind, forward. You trying to get home to her new husband.
No.
That's what I made for her.
That's what most of them do.
Why?
Oh, that's
They get married, start to get on their new husband.
Disappeared. What you
And they
do?
disappear.
So
Somebody borrowed it. Somebody took it. Yeah, well,
The
somebody
work
took
that
it.
goes into that.
the
can't
next
find
person we're bringing to the front.
You wanna show it?
Why you want to show me that?
I thought you wanted to show it on camera.
I miss it.
I know you do.
I'm
So
missing
you
your
asked me
head.
to show my case, my word.
Right.
You know what? I'm not done with you. I'm gonna read her rights in a few minutes.
You can read her rights.
That one, this one. We're gonna let the next,
I'm about to
the next
incriminate
queen,
myself.
the next, shut up. The next queen speak on what she does. Go ahead, queen.
Hello, everybody. It's the first for me. My name is Frances, and I am a local designer, but I've done a lot of things internationally. My website, Instagram, and my nonprofit is The Queen's Chair. So everything's thequeenschair.com, thequeenschair.org. The org we do every year, I collaborate with another designer locally in Sacramento. We do Cinderella Night of the Stars with a lot of you, if you're watching, have come out for different nonprofits like Blue Heart International for sex trafficking, for Weave. This year, we are having ours, if you guys are, anybody's listening. We normally would have October 5th, but we have some surprises, some very nice surprises. And so we're going to be having that November 2nd, and it will be for PTSD and mental illnesses.
Nice.
Which is dear to my heart. And and on top of that, another one of my gifts is I do decorate. So professionally,
Yes,
a
very
paid
nice.
warehouse that I pay
Very
monthly,
nice.
Okay.
1,500 square foot.
Wow.
So it's not at my home.
That's right.
So I just want to let everybody know,
That's what I'm
when
talking
I'm
about.
asking you or I'm giving you prices, it also pays the lease.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
But anyway.
and that's what I'm saying about, that's what I'm
No.
saying about women empowering each other, you
Yeah.
know, by means of networking
Just
together.
bookmarked it.
So probably know Jerry Simpson. Gosh,
Oh, yeah.
that was my instructor, my fashion instructor.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love Jerry.
very much so.
He does art too.
And his clothes are art.
Jerry
She
Simpson.
has a
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
I like people that's different
Oh, yeah.
and dress different.
I'm very eclectic.
And you ain't gotta be like Miss
I am.
Jones.
I can do
Now, I'm one of the ones that-
1950s, 60s, Afrocentric, everything and mix it in one, and that's just me.
Yeah.
So.
I like doing
But
mismatch
you have to go
patterns
and follow her. Follow
I
her.
do.
You
I
have
so
to
love
be
it.
very, yeah, you have to be very secure in yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing which the Queen's Chair stands for. It's
Oh, nice.
not just about a
Cool.
chair, it's an empowerment chair.
Right, okay.
So you can't see several queens sitting on top of each other in the chair. It's
Okay.
only for one person. So that
Right.
defines you. What is your
Right.
queen status? You know.
Right, okay,
Very
okay.
good
I'm
concept.
involved with, her name is Jamie Edwards. She has Water for Women nonprofit. Shout out Jamie, hey girl. Then I go volunteer. We do like women's circles and goddess circles, and hers is a spiritual and mental, you know.
We just, a couple of
everything.
us got together out in Folsom Lake the other Sunday, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
And did that whole, just the cleansing and just got connected.
Right.
Yeah, Tommy,
Yeah,
I'll do
it's-
some of that now. I come on. I can come on print.
It was
We
nice.
travel.
Very
Shit.
tender.
We
But,
travel to every
it was
event.
exquisite to you, Shari from Dream Girls. I mean, it was just,
Nice.
it was nice to be around. You're talking about you're getting at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're being there
Right.
at 6, but I enjoy the fact that you're around women that the only women I knew were those two.
Mhm.
Other than that, when I got out there, I didn't know
But when
why.
you left, you.
But I knew everybody.
Everybody,
It was
yeah.
beautiful. It was just, I mean, when they have it again, I just want to make
It's a
sure.
good feeling, yeah. We do a lot of hiking trips. I just missed the one, but they went up to Apple Hill. So we do a lot of hiking.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Yeah,
So the three people that's in
Don't
here,
take her.
you
Kill my
type
hill.
on
I
first.
haven't seen that front of the hill.
Goddess circle.
I didn't see you about a hill.
Type
She
on first.
embarrassed me. I'm not.
So I gotta share the
No
video.
more.
My husband was laughing at that. I said,
I gotta share
her
the video.
going up them hills like,
You,
girl.
I'm talking about you. It was
She
hilarious.
said she's not in San
I don't-
Francisco
I don't
anymore, so
know.
she's not doing hills.
No.
It was hilarious.
That shit was elevated
What
to the fucking top.
What was this?
I don't see what you want to see us so much of that
It
shit.
was like random. I don't know. I just was
See what?
watching her.
No, I mean where?
Some mount something in San Diego.
In San Diego. Okay.
Yeah, San Diego. So, let's get straight to our topic. I know we're gonna be running a little late on the topic. I mean, on the real topic. The topic for the night is catfish. Have you ever been catfish, or were you? Have you ever done a catfish?
For what? You mean just something? Well, you could twist it for people being phony or something, or
No, no, no.
are you talking about real catfish?
No, like catfish, like somebody set you up. You
Oh no.
you remember they used to have a party line. It's catfish all the time.
In the chat room.
Yeah.
Yahoo had a whole bunch of chat rooms. Yahoo voice chat used to be popping.
I didn't even have. What did I have? Did I even have a Did I have a Yahoo account or anything? It's Gmail. I got my first email from her. I'm telling you, I haven't experienced what I've experienced in life and things to my later,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
which is mind blowing to me.
Yeah, I experienced
How women
right.
act, it's mind blowing.
yeah.
Right.
I would even, I mean, I was brought up differently.
Right.
So that's what gives me delay because I have to like think about. This is how we act.
Right.
This is how we acting.
Right.
This is how we act.
Right. And when you understand that the masses
Mhm.
normally that's how. What would you like to say?
That was just some chips, please.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so let's we're gonna get into the little women's segment, and we're gonna speak on. I want to speak on why I think everybody should express what bothers them the most when it comes to women. That you whether you've known them 20 years, 30 years, whether you've known them 10 days, 5 days, something happens. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it causes problems among people. And the only thing I can really say is, it be as a motherfucker, because you can be doing your own thing and you can be trying to do your best, and you'd already told them support me, and then the motherfuckers don't do nothing, and then as soon as you start climbing a little bit, now the motherfuckers stop fucking with you. That's my biggest problem with women. Why we can't constantly support each other. I don't understand. Lil Dora, you want to speak on that?
Mine's have always, I don't know, because I got a best friend I've been best friends with for a very long time. And like, we're so much friends that like, I'll tell her, like, what she got like. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like, you already know how I get down. I know how you get down. We've been around each other too long to even start with all of that, okay? Because I'm at the age now, if you do start it, I'm not going to be your friend. And it's really that simple.
Mhm.
So, you know, it's just not with females, it's with any relationship, you know? Like, you get to a point to where if it's toxic, it's toxic. It doesn't take, you know, a rocket science. It's to figure out if this person is good for your energy to be around. And I know energy and vibes has been this big fad. I know, you know, everybody said it's a fad now. Like, energy and vibes. But it's really a real thing, and it's been around for a long time. Yeah, we just never paid attention to it.
Right.
Now, since we have these great things like social media and all this other great things, you know, it's more on a bigger level exposed now. But it's real, it's in the universe, and if you're not meant to be friends with someone, you're not going to be friends with them no matter what. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or forever.
Or it's just,
it's just for the moment. It can just be,
right, or it's just being where you're at. If this is where I go and I see you, it's okay.
right.
It's
Right,
okay.
that's fine.
You know, we
you
don't-
have to be okay with letting
Right.
go. People have to be
Right.
okay with growing apart. You can't be friends. Like me and Donna, we've been friends, but she can do something tomorrow that I'm really not feeling for my future and the people I want to be around. So I would have to cut her off. You know what I'm saying? In a way to where it's healthy for both of us. You know, and not just you know, a harsh like kick you in the ass, I'm not your friend anymore, but where you understand why I'm not fucking with you no more. So the next friend you get, you don't do that to her, because you're not just gonna end up with friends. I don't usually have problems with females. I meet people like me.
Right.
I see them again, they like me again. I don't usually like run into drama like that unless somebody want to fight on some hood shit. But other than that, you know, other than that, I'm my energy. I know my energy and chemistry is good when I go around people, because I generally care about people as a masses, whether they be black, white, Mexican,
You get it?
whatever. You know, I just care about
You get it?
people. So, you know.
No drinks on the table.
You need to get your studio together. So, I don't know. I mean, I do know. I know I ain't fucking with you if you do something. Period. You know, because I know what type of friend and person I am. And I'm not gonna, at the age I am now, I'm not gonna let you give me less than what I'm giving you.
So how would you, I'm sorry, how would you resolve that? How did you come into stuff like that? How do you resolve it?
Sometimes shit ain't resolvable. I just see you for who you are. And it's time to get on. I don't need to explain nothing to you.
Right. It just stays at the level that it needs to be on. I mean, when you get to a certain maturity, I don't have to sit down and have lunch with you to tell you X, Y, Z, especially your friend, depending on what the situation is.
Right.
I mean, you know what you've done. What I'm going to do is sit there and tell you what you've done. You know, I mean, it comes to a point, and then it's you. This is your makeup. This is who you are. I'm really not going to sit there and talk to you right now.
Right.
I'm too giving. I'm very giving.
Right.
I'm like
Right.
abundantly giving, and I take lashes and lashes and lashes, and a lot of this I had to. But I'm saying it's my personality. I want to keep who I am.
Oh, you
And
have to.
So the part is what's happening now. What's happening now is that it's really becoming crucial that, okay, you know, you can't. You can't pull this energy. You can't, because you affect me this way, you're that way. How about this? I'll see you here because this is where I'm seeing you here. So you obviously have it confused what friendship is. So this is
Right.
since I see you here, we're gonna smile.
Right.
We're gonna have our great
Right.
hugs, and this is where I'm gonna see you at.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong. Whatever the case may be, you don't have to explain yourself. That's, you know, when growing up, you know, my dad was military. Very military. So I didn't start really right. So when I started hearing from my dad, it kind of like went backwards. You know, daddy, yes or no, yes, no, you know, and then passed in 2012.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And my thing was, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? But the grace about that is it kind of like puts you through this backwards transition and you're going forward. Things like your dad says, I only have 5 friends. We talked about this earlier. You don't have 5 friends. What are you talking about? You're the commander of the vets. You deal with the vets. Well, you don't have 5 friends because I know your people are. But that's not what he was saying. That's kind of like, you know, they say keep your friends closer, you say against your enemies. I mean, it's almost in a sense like you have to pick and choose really who are your quality friends in your life. And I want, because I will pour into you. It doesn't even matter if you don't pour into me, I'm going to pour into you. But now I just want to pour into those who I can love and keep on pouring, and we pour back at each other. It's okay. It's okay. You're not alone. You're okay. You keep your quality people around you. You know, uplift. I can uplift somebody. I can compliment somebody. My husband says I've never not met, what's that thing about never not met a friend or somebody? But I don't. I just meet people and you would think I've known them forever, but I don't. That's just my personality. And I want to keep who I am because I'm not trying to do anything for anybody. I'm trying to hurt you. I'm trying to harm you.
Right.
You know, your gifts, you know,
You're doing the right thing. So why would I change
exactly.
doing
So
the right thing?
why am I questioning me? Because you're the one who has stuff going on.
Right.
Because I don't have bad intentions.
Right.
Never. So
Right.
when you're giving, especially I describe this because I've learned this along the way, how when people want to decorate, oh, I can't do this. Well, Francis, you have 250 bows to tie on these chairs. Are you going to let them sit there and say who's helping you that they can't do this? Or are you going to show them how to tie that bow?
Right.
To help you.
Right.
That's your pride. You know, so my thing is that, well, you do have a gift. You see me tying to the right.
Right.
You tie to the left because your left hand, I don't know what it is, but we still come up with the same bow.
Right.
You know, you have to show people and show them their gifts. And in stories, my story, you never know each other's story. Your beginning may be the same as my beginning, or your end might be the end of my beginning, or we might have the same middle and everything. And so we have to learn how to be honest, transparent with one another, and open. And married women, I mean, you should be able to trust the women you're around. You be able to pour into each other, you know, to share on me because you're there. I'm not going to pick sides. If you're my friends and you're married, I'm the cheerleader for you. I'm the cheerleader for him. I don't discuss your business together, but I will help you two stay together because at the end of the day, that's your goal.
That's what
you do. You don't pick. You help me stay together. So I will sit up there and be the best friend it is. And, you know, so I'm who I am. I'm going to be that. I'm a glow. I shine. My light shines. And if you come at me and I don't see your shine, I know what I feel, and it's called discernment. So we all know what discernment is, and I have a very strong discernment area. So that's just,
and I have a very strong punch.
No, I have a kick. No, I got a kick.
You got a kick? Okay.
I got a kick.
You look like you kickboxer. Very hard. So I don't even like. I don't mess with
you know.
No, I don't.
Yes. What's some of the problems that we
Communication, miscommunication, misinterpretations of someone else's intent.
That's the word. Their intentions.
It really is. A lot of, I at least in my experience, says it's been misunderstanding or misinterpretation of somebody's intent, and then that really is where the crux of things, I believe, start. And if, depending on, as you were saying, Francis, on where people are, sometimes you can't get to that middle ground because of wherever you and the other parties are. You just have difficulty trying to see eye to eye. It's not to say it's a bad thing. It's just that we're not there yet. And sometimes even with trying to, bridge the gap or to explain it, sometimes to me it's a matter of timing. You may need to just step away.
And when it happens, it happens.
And let things just kind of breathe for a while. Before you're able to come together and discuss it maybe from hopefully from the standpoint of everyone being open to understanding rather than who wants to be right or who wants to be heard, who wants to be the loudest. And, that's
That's my
my
best
thing.
friend. She be trying to out loud.
And it's like, here's the thing.
You trying to out
be
loud
loud
and
and
talk.
still be wrong.
Okay.
Being loud doesn't make you right.
Right.
It just means you over talking others.
Right.
And truthfully, if you are trying to resolve miscommunication or whatever the issue is, each party has to be willing to be open. And I know that sometimes, well, a lot of times, that takes courage and it takes a sense of vulnerability. And vulnerability doesn't mean that you're weak.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that is misinterpreted. Being vulnerable doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that you are willing to surrender and open to a better path. That's my thought about it.
How about
Or you can just tap that in.
on the bad communication?
Well, if you are of the nature that likes to go into fisticuffs
Well,
and put some knots and bruises on people, I'm not calling people out, but
right.
just
right.
saying.
But that's what bad communication, that type of communication can lead to. Because I have an associate who has a bad habit.
I don't
argue with women because you're not my husband, you're not my boyfriend. I don't know why I'm sitting here having this whole argument with you. We can just agree. And I usually accept people for how they are. So that's why I have so many different types of friends,
Yeah.
If that's who you like, be yourself, because nothing is worse than not being yourself, and that right there, that yelling, look, now you're taking my mind into the vortex, to the back. Yeah, because I feel like, because naturally my brain is just going to get defensive because you're using all these diversion tactics, yelling, screaming, cutting me off, not letting me finish talking. I don't have time to talk to nobody like that. Conversation is over because that's not mature as grown women. Why are we sitting here having this whole big argument like we're sharing each other's mortgage?
But don't you find that comes from a place of fear? The other parties?
That's something that sounds like a
entitlement. They feel like
no, I mean, no. It's like, okay, when I say a place of fear, it's like that, putting out this big bravado because you really almost like trying to protect yourself. It's like putting up a guard.
Oh, you mean the person is doing all that?
Yeah, the person is doing that.
Or they're trying to deflect, whatever they got going on,
True.
which is, yeah.
Right.
I don't, there's not a lot of times I've gotten into
arguments
type of
and
issue,
stuff.
but I know when people are trying to deflect, how they, deflect it on you, like,
Oh,
really? Oh,
Trying to
okay,
talk
we're not doing this.
No,
We're not
No, we're not.
doing it. I just experienced
it's a
that.
waste of time.
I just experienced that. It was one of these things that happened that I said, oh God, don't ever let this happen to me. Oh my God, don't ever let this happen to me. Decorating, you wake up, to wake up late when you're supposed to be an event decorating or something. Or be an event to where you don't have everyone there or something happen.
Right.
Don't deflect your stuff on me. The way I handle it, okay. Because you got to get it done. So the same respect you have to get it done is the same as you have to move on.
Right.
So when you start doing that, I finally got this thing where it goes, just shut down. Like you just talking, I don't even hear you. And when you're finished, I say, okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's a handle. Like you didn't say, okay. I'm like, okay. And because the worst thing is that, because it's not okay. The worst thing is you have to deal with the fact that everything that you just rambled off, and this situation over here, right, you're going to have to deal with it. Not me.
It's like catching somebody hand in a cookie jar and they saying, my hand in the cookie jar. And it's like,
I know I've seen your hand.
okay.
It's like you got crumbs
You were
on it.
right here in the
It's like your
hand is still in the cookie jar.
No, you're actually just gonna walk away. And
Right, because you're not even gonna have
to go find
time
that
for
belt.
that.
I'm gonna go find that belt and you're just gonna get it. That's it. So that's what you're gonna face with. You're still you're facing the fact that, oh my God, when am I gonna get spanked? When am I gonna get, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? The same thing. So you just walk away. And so there, like I said, there was there's been like a couple things that's happened to me. It was the same weekend. And so, it was enough it was enough to change a lot of things.
Okay.
Right.
It was a lot of
So
things.
that was
to change.
supposed to happen. That
It was
universe.
supposed to happen,
Right.
it was. And even for me, even for the way I addressed another situation, I was supposed to have done, it was supposed to happen that way. So, one, I've left you with, I don't have to call, I don't have to say anything. And so if this is gonna go on, if we run each other, I know it's gonna be one of those, hey girl, hey bud, how you doing? Oh, you know, all that fake stuff. But I will say something then. And I'm gonna wait for that moment. Just like I addressed another moment. So, like I said, I've never experienced the things I experienced in my later 40s going into my 50s. And it's crazy. And because in my head, I think it's crazy. I think it's whack. I think women in 40, but it doesn't even matter. Once you become woman status, it's just whack. I mean, in our era, we weren't even raised that way. And so to me, I don't have to understand it. I'm not going to try to understand you. I'm just going to continue to be the person that I am and continue to shine and whatever have you. And you can figure out what you need to figure out for yourself.
Because it really be an image you.
So,
I think teaching my daughter's been the hardest too. Because she's growing up, little black girl. And teaching her,
she's pretty smart though.
but she's a friendly person. She likes
Yeah,
popular. She likes having friends. She has friends, and I'm trying to tell her, like, you gotta kind of separate, because all of these girls right here ain't your friends. She asking for something.
Yeah.
She was mean yesterday. She didn't share her food with you, but remember you gave her those bag of chips, so watch her. She's not cool. They cool. They might, them other form, baby. Because I tell her, you're gonna run into more people that say they're your friends and lose them just because you're a female. So.
I think it's a cliche. People, friends is a cliche, like, how's the weather today?
Yeah,
How are you
right.
How are you today?
Right, and it's kind of
So
teaching
in other
her
words,
like,
it's a term that's loosely.
It's loosely used.
Yeah.
right, your
Because
friend is
when
gonna
you-
treat you
you
like
don't
you
really
you
understand.
them. Right.
What does it mean?
Right.
Right.
I mean, I consider. And that's a good question to ask you. But what does friendship really truly mean to you? I mean, we can all say, oh, listen, I know.
Because it can mean different things to you.
I mean, because I will go to
different
the
people.
I will give them if I had to and you called me, I would drive to the Bay Area and drop everything I was doing if I had something to do to come to you to help you. It's just giving. It's a give and take. It's a give and take
So, yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's a question.
Well, those are definitely good reasons for, what I don't understand is,
Why
I meet women
hate on
all
you
the
and
time. I meet
attitude,
different
yeah.
people all the time. And I've always been the type of person to put my all into my friendships, with people, because I believe in being honest and, and all that. Because you have to establish those relationships with them, just like you do a relationship with a man. I mean,
Right.
it's to a certain point,
Right.
you got to at least have somebody that you want to be around, trustworthy, you can call upon, things like that. But I don't know, it's like a fucking bug or flu or something these motherfucking days. You got fucking old ass motherfuckers. Old. When I say
I was waiting for this.
just rusty, fucking rusted like a nail in a piece of wood. Y'all need to stop, for real. It's just, this stuff don't make no sense. He say, she say, I mean, for real. If I can't congratulate you or tell you how nice you look or how, man, I miss you or whatever, or talk even intellectually with you, I don't even fuck with you, period. On no level. If I can only party with you, I'm more than, I'm a party motherfucker. I don't think I'm probably the first one second up at 55 to party. Every time I look fuck up, I be telling my body, bitch, sit down. But I get something to go. Okay? But
I can tell that's your auntie.
girl, I've been running into some cool people. I run into some and I believe in calling my sisters queens when I meet them and things like that. I hate a loudmouth bitch. Can't stand a loudmouth because she'll be loud everywhere. Can't take her nowhere, she'll be loud everywhere. I don't like no shit starting bitch at all. You ain't got nothing else to do. Cause we gonna have bring a new, what you say we gonna do,
Gift bags.
yeah, we got gift bags for y'all next time.
She said, okay, so I'm gonna be nice to
Tell,
her, 'cause
you
she's
wanna tell
trying
us
to do
what's
the
gonna be in
nice
the
way.
gift bag, you gonna surprise us.
So we're gonna do 3 gift bags. Well, not, we're gonna carry gift bags with these options in it to give to people. So one's gonna have those old Jack in the Box, where it just slaps you.
Oh.
And then one, I'll go ahead. What's the other, what's the one gonna have? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it,
Oh.
you ain't gonna say it.
We'll get y'all a big ass dildo.
Oh.
Why did you
So
say
to make
that?
sure that you do not have to worry about no talking about nobody. You gonna make you think first. Because see, where the problem is this right here.
What? She said,
When you get females, they ain't got nothing else to do. Cause most females that's married, they busy. They busy with their man, their kids or something. Going on trips, even if they ain't got no kids, they probably going on trips and all that. They don't have time to be gossiping. But something about you single female. I don't know what it is. Y'all, some of y'all is up in everybody's business but your own. Everybody business but your own. Ripping and running around everywhere just talking. Talk. And you ain't talking about nothing. It's getting to the point where it's fucking irritating. Girl, you know I fell out with her because girl, you know she be doing something good. Oh girl, have you heard that blah blah blah? People don't at 55, that's the least of my fucking words about what the next bitch doing. For real. I'm trying to make this money. For real. But I wish we can all just stop one time and pause before we just jump and not think about the relationship. If you're trying to build a relationship with somebody, build it with honesty and trustworthiness, loyalty. If you ain't and you up to that bullshit, because I tell y'all, I done told a lot of, I'm gonna say this to the camera right now. I done told a lot of y'all females, if you fuck me once, you won't get a chance to fuck me twice. Simple as that. And I done dropped a lot of y'all hot potatoes. Sure have. Y'all ass to get hot and I drop you. You know? But more so than ever, anything, we got to start complimenting each other. We ain't all the same. We ain't all built like brick houses.
Boring.
We ain't all got big titties, big ass. We ain't all looking like Atlanta housewives. A lot of y'all want to live like that, but we ain't. Okay.
That shit ain't real.
Atlanta is
You know what I'm
cheap to
saying?
live, so.
Okay. And
You can buy a house here.
you feel me?
Well, you can buy a house in Atlanta while you're here.
Hell
You get
yeah.
a mansion bills if you got a good job here in California. Get a house.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna drop my pay too much.
Get twisted.
They will. Cost of living is too cheap.
Oh, like, oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some of the points I can tell. I would really, really tell females today. If I had to talk to everybody and do a seminar or some shit, I tell all females, stop hating. Stop.
Such a waste of energy.
Stop.
It really is.
Because I'm one of them bitches, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I do and I'm going to keep going. If it ain't about money, it don't make no sense.
The energy that you waste on, trying to hate on somebody else, you're only tearing down yourself. Because all of that negativity is just eating you up. It just eats at you. And folks that don't get that, I feel for you, but I can't reach you.
You got self-esteem issues.
I feel for you, but I can't reach you. I'll leave you with that one. That's one of the healers.
I'm going to say this, we're going to get into our whole time. I'm going to do this chicken real quick.
Should you be eating on camera?
Hell yeah, this on point. This on point, baby. This chicken is on point.
I guess I'll eat one at work, so whatever.
Everybody know on point we eat, smoke, and drink. Hello. Main essentials of life.
So, are we gonna talk about catfishing?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the catfish. You must be catfish. You want to tell your story? Hold on.
Where the folks at?
Oh my
Where the people
gosh.
that's supposed to be on
You're
here?
catfish? I'm not a catfish.
We got
I'm the
three
real
people in
thing
right
baby.
now.
I'm not a catfish, okay? She might be a catfish. I'm not a catfish. Not you, but whoever is catfishing.
Right.
But also, men so gullible on the internet. I mean,
Right.
so easy to catfish y'all. Who
Right.
wouldn't want to have a little fun doing that?
Right.
You think he coming to see Janet Jackson?
Right.
Don't mention it.
But I was catfished because this was a while ago too, before Instagram and all of this, where you had to email each other pictures and stuff like that. And it was close to New Year's Eve.
Was you under 18?
No, I was over 18. And it was, I went all the way down to Southern California. I didn't even fly, I took Amtrak, okay? You know, I liked him. I'm gonna take a train to see him.
Oh, okay,
Take me on a
okay.
romantic ride and think about him and write love poems. I got there, and that man's teeth was so far out.
No.
But he had the nerve to have an attitude with me. Like, he didn't know I was full figured. I was like, wait. In my pictures, you can clearly tell that I'm full figured. I am not hiding, tucking, photoshopping. All of that shit wasn't even possible. It wasn't a filter. My skin was the filter, okay? I represented myself in an accurate manner. You, however, closed your mouth on every single picture
No.
on purpose. You know your teeth fucked up. So I had to spit it. Girl, them things was like, oh, it wasn't even some shit you can overlook, like he got a gap or even a tooth missing. Damn, I would have took two teeth missing in the front. His whole mouth was just like, girl. So I was so irritated. So I came all of this way. So of course I'm still gonna act like a lady and like, okay, you know. I was out of there the next morning.
Oh, you stayed there
And
overnight?
he I had to. I took the train down there.
Oh, man.
So not to make it even worse, not only was his mouth fucked up, okay, I'm like, don't this thing say you work for the post office?
Oh.
That's federal insurance. You got to go get your mouth fixed first, right? Not only did he have a bad mouth, his house was full of spiders.
Oh, no.
I was taking a shower and just doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Oh, you doing
When I turned around, well, I was gonna wash my ass for sure after that long train ride. He could even
I was left ass
take
on
a shower.
everything. I feel they turn around now.
My spiders.
No, you know the trains don't.
Right.
You got to bus the train ride.
I got it.
You know, it wasn't that easy.
You was doing wild shit.
I was taking a shower. I just happened to turn around. It was a big ass brown recruits coming from the waterhead.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Those are poison.
Time to go. Give me a blanket on the couch. In the morning train leaves at 8:25. I need to be there at 5:30.
I would never close my eyes.
So that was my catfish. I never talked to him again. And he was a horrible catfish. He probably still don't got a girlfriend.
Girl, no.
Have you been catfished?
Now, what if he even went to the dentist, got his teeth fixed, everything?
Thank you.
Girl, he may
It's
survive.
just the vision I have of you is through them teeth. They couldn't have put them that far back in your mouth. That was the way your skull was shaped. Your skull is shaped like that. What the doctor do? Saw out your jaw and put a new one in.
Oh,
We're going to
everybody.
Europe to get it done? No.
Oh, we got 5 people in the room, guys. Hey,
Leave some comments. Join in.
we on Girl Power tonight. We done took over the studio. We done took over the studio.
Okay.
Was Squeaky a
We on
catfish?
No, sir, baby.
Was your husband a catfish?
Let me tell you something. You guys try like catfish?
What?
You ever been catfish?
Nope.
You ain't did no catfish?
Nope.
Until you don't even.
You.
Until you ain't do this, you do
I got
this again before
catfish.
Paul.
Oh,
You
don't play on the
You
internet.
know, like, no.
This been on the internet. This been on
No,
the internet.
even before the internet, no.
You remember Brian Army?
You know what I
He
think?
said,
What is it about
girl.
catfishing? It's like somebody
I know
sent you up
it's
and
in my
then,
face.
you know.
Then presented the case to me.
Okay, I've had some incidents where I've come across people that were not who they represented themselves to be. I was like, okay, it's a good thing that I was fortunate. I saw them before they saw me.
Right.
So I kept going.
Cut out.
You know, I just kind of had an idea, and it's like, okay, because I did ask, description of what you're wearing, this, that, and the other.
And you told them what you're wearing.
Stood off at a distance. Well, sort of. I stood off at a distance, and
Auntie Wayne, you?
you're right. Anyway, hey,
You been beating people?
no, I didn't beat them. I just.
No, I said meeting people. Well, I know this is pre-marriage, but
What do you mean beating people?
yeah.
We'll have that conversation another time. Really.
Who's all
All I
on
remember
type
is
on the
tea cookies.
screen? Type on the screen.
The what? That's
Tea
my mama.
cookies. I know.
My mother made the tea.
Can you hear me?
Tea cakes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah. So wasn't exactly what represented himself to be, and I just lightly kept going. Albeit he did notice me as I was exiting the place.
But he was giving you
Oh, wow.
backside.
He was like,
Who
you
was that?
leaving? I'm like, yeah.
Orlando Johnson in the room.
Oh, he caught you.
Gotta go. Can't say.
Mama has somebody in the
What's up,
wheelchair.
Orlando? Yeah, let me tell you my catfish story.
Yeah, tell me what happened.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
My catfish story was so cold with it. Met him on Bright Line.
Ooh.
No, I shouldn't. Nice voice.
Oh.
Gotta meet him soon.
And then DJ voice.
Need to know how he look. I've been talking to him about a week.
Tastes good for radio.
So he decided he gonna come pick me up. We'll go to the grocery store, come back, and we're gonna cook. So I go out to the truck when he come pick me up. I'm all happy. We go to the grocery store, I'm gonna get stuff so we can cook. And come back, before we got back, we pulled to the grocery store, I'm like, something don't feel right. Yeah, we stopped at the grocery store because I was gonna cook something.
Oh, okay.
That ain't no date. That's
No,
no being cheap.
no, I jumped, no, I was gonna cook. I was, shit, the way you man are, there's nothing. Better leave it. And as soon as I get out the car, he ain't moved. I wonder why is he sitting there? I thought he said he wanted to go, go to the store.
Oh, he let you go in the store.
No, I wonder. I get out the car and I'm like, why haven't he gotten out too?
Right.
We're going into the grocery store. What's he waiting on? He counting his money or something?
Right.
This motherfucker say, hey, have my wheelchair, kick the stands. Have my wheelchair stand. I'm saying, you gotta be kidding me, right? Yes.
Wow.
He was literally in a wheelchair and I had to push him around stuff.
Wow.
Did you make dinner? Did you get to that man's heart?
I pushed him around stuff.
Did you get to that man's heart? Did you get to
Girl,
his
I
chair?
got my first glass and I said, got my first glass and I said,
Wow.
Presley.
Wow. That was interesting.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Well, I had a man in a wheelchair. He used to climb the stairs to come see me.
ooh,
I'm about 17.
he almost killed us too. This is a catfish,
He was getting up
bro.
them stairs on
Hold on.
too high.
Hold on.
Them arms was, he had about 50 stairs. He got up them stairs. To
Here we
see
go.
me. He was nice. He's still in the wheelchair.
He convinced us to get in his
I
car.
like he would have got out.
He was flying. He was coming.
I meant to say he knew it.
Oh, so he convinced us to get in the car one day. She didn't tell me. I get in the car. I'm like, how's he gonna drive? Can't feel his legs, can't touch the bottom.
Does he have small legs?
Girl.
No, that wasn't small. It was, they just didn't work. It was long.
Oh. I know somebody who drives.
They was,
small
they was
legs.
long. He
Well,
was
they
nice
have
though.
hand controls.
He was
You
nice.
know, if they have the vehicle equipped for them, they
Yeah,
have
for
hand
the things
control.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew how to drive in, but this particular time he was using a broomstick.
Oh no!
Girl,
A broom.
and the brakes went out on the freeway.
No!
While he was using the broomstick, I said, he gonna kill us.
Oh,
He
mercy.
gonna kill us.
Mercy.
I guess
Girl,
he would have been a
He had
captain
to
too
stop
because I
the
met
car.
him and he was driving. It was a catfish too.
Who?
Psycho.
He was driving when you met him?
When I met him, he was driving.
Mm.
So he never hopped out the car. You know,
couldn't
just like,
see the
yeah,
car.
you know, you would talk to
And-
somebody in
and
the car,
you
you
didn't- and you
never,
didn't see the broomstick.
I don't know where the broomstick was.
You probably all into that.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but it was like, we were friends, like, I didn't mind. I never,
Right.
it never went further than friends,
Wow.
but it was nice.
Driving with a broomstick, okay.
He could go to.
Mama's just silly. You're going to hell.
It's like, turn around.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
But
I
I
have a
can't
new
be
wife, so I
married.
have to go home.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I just got married on the 6th. September. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Take your shit with you.
I'm going to
Yeah,
take
take it back with you.
I managed to make dinner before I left. So, like I got this down.
I want you to cook.
Barbecue chicken, wild rice, corn and cheddar biscuits.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying chicken.
Me too.
Too much all this is chicken. Which came first, chicken or the egg? No, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna eat some salmon tomorrow. With some salad, strawberries and walnuts.
Alrighty then.
You fixing what?
I'm telling you.
You said salmon. with salad,
Oh,
strawberries,
no,
and
you
walnuts.
You definitely get fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we over here crying laugh.
Oh my
It's a
goodness.
good laugh.
Really and truly, thank you so
Needed
much.
that.
I'm out, you guys. Bye-bye. No. Edit this part out your video. Before you post it. Thank you. Excuse me.
No, we give it right for wrong and good. All that, the phone in your breast, all that shit. You too.
I should make a little accessory then.
No.
Since girls are already putting her.
No.
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 It's really not good to put it up there.
Well, maybe if you have them outside,
No.
Radiation.
Radiation.
try to hold with your ass cheeks.
Okay.
Why you gotta put a put my phone between my booty? That's just some crazy shit.
No.
Got a new walk, everything.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, but they did discover that. Thanks for the reminder, ladies.
Safe travel, darling.
Thank you. I'll see you next time.
Woo.
I'm not crazy like this in public.
No,
I act like
that's okay. I'm
Yeah, I'm.
Oh,
man. Nice to meet you. I'll see you guys again. For sure, for sure. Yeah.
You know that I can get everybody kiss so mama.
I thought I came over and gave
Y'all see that
you
shit? That gonna get into you.
I gave you 5 kisses today. Give me some more.
Oh,
A big one. On the lips.
Oh, look at her. She's not even trying to give it up.
Let me.
All right.
She gonna call me in a few. How many hours at 6 in the morning? 'Cause that's when she gonna call me.
Your kids gonna eat you up.
Oh Lord, kids. Bye. Y'all drive safe.
So
My.